To eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Amelia Lee. Well, we are seeing multiple different perspectives on the conflict in the Middle East. Some say the bombing of Iran's nuclear sites was necessary, while others are saying the U.S. should not get involved. WYMT's Phil Pendleton and photojournalist Darnell Crenshaw break down multiple sides on the issue. Well, Mindy Haas also says the Jewish Federation of the Bluegrass has not received any direct threats, but she says they are prepared for anything that comes in their direction. Well, it's been a hot one recently. First Alert meteorologist Eric Dean has our forecast this evening. Eric, what is going on today?
Well, we had temperatures in the 90s, the heat indices some places in the upper 90s, even low triple digits. With that in mind, a heat advisory is in effect for almost everybody in the WYMT coverage area. This expires Tuesday evening at around 8 p.m. Take a look at the temperatures right now. We're in the low to mid 90s. We're sitting at 90 in Whitesburg, 91 Manchester, 90 in London, 93 in Somerset, 93 in Monticello. But you factor in that heat index. Look at Monticello, 107. 101 in Somerset, 100 in Boonville, 100 Manchester, Harlan at 100, 93 in Hazard, Prestonsburg and Clintwood at 99 degrees. All is quiet along or across the area with live pinpoint Doppler radar, but just to the north and west, we are seeing some showers and thunderstorms near the Lexington area. High pressure is in charge. It's going to stay in control as we go into the day on Tuesday. When you wake up in the morning, though, it's going to be a mild start to the morning. Temperatures in the mid 70s. I'll have your complete First Alert forecast coming up in a few minutes. Amelia.
Thank you, Eric. A proposed budget by the Department of Justice could mean a loss of $500 million for a project in Letcher County that's been in the works for decades. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has the latest.
The proposed 2026 budget from the Department of Justice shows President Donald Trump's administration asking to cut more than $600 million in funding for 3 projects connected to the Federal Bureau of Prisons, including $500 million previously dedicated to the future prison in Letcher County, which Elwood Cornett has been rallying behind for more than 20 years.
And hopefully changes from moving out to moving in. Our young folks are moving away. Our talent, a lot of it, is moving away. We need things that will cause our people to stay here and contribute here.
He says the estimated 300 jobs that would come from the prison and the economic impact of the money trickling into the community is more than needed. And when the Bureau of Prisons approved the construction in October, he thought they were getting closer to planting the prison.
And I think that our people deserve an opportunity for that kind of employment as well as anybody else.
Now, with the administration asking to cancel the money, he is worried. But representatives with Congressman Hal Rogers' office say this is not the first attempt of an administration to cancel the funds. Rogers said, quote, "Years of investments have been made in good faith to support this project at the federal, state, and local levels, and I will continue working to see it to completion."
It's true, and by his efforts and his interest in our people, and he has been able to keep it secure, and I'm hoping he will again. I really do hope that.
However, some people say they hope the money is reallocated for other needs, saying a prison is not going to help with progress.
Programs that help young people feel good about where they live, not something that is trying to capitalize on human misery and failure, but hopefully preventing people from getting involved in the federal system.
Members of the group Concerned Letcher Countyans say this would be a good time to go back to the drawing board and find ways to support the community by building it up, not building a prison.
That any economic growth is very temporary. It's not some lasting process, and we need lasting. We need something that is going to stay.
In Letcher County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Congressman Rogers' office says this proposed cut is mentioned in the 2026 DOJ budget, but it is not included in the administration's One Big Beautiful bill, which is a blueprint for federal spending over the next 10 years. Well, it is time to get you a safety alert this evening. State police are looking for an escaped inmate. Take a look at your screen right now. You can see a picture of that inmate. Troopers say Jared Barnes walked away from the Bluegrass Career and Development Center in Madison County just before 6:45 last night. He's described as 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing about 200 pounds. And having black hair plus brown eyes. He has tattoos on his chest and arms. He was last seen wearing a white tank top, black sweatpants, and white tennis shoes. Barnes is serving a sentence for drug trafficking and organized crime. He's known to frequent Elizabethtown, Jefferson, Hardin, plus those surrounding counties. If you see him or know where he is, you're asked to call police. 2 men are facing serious charges after a months-long investigation into suspected marijuana trafficking at a Middlesboro business. Bell County deputies searched Happy Smoke Shop in the Middlesboro Crossing Shopping Center, where they found a large amount of marijuana, cash, and drug paraphernalia. Detectives say the shop did not check ID and sold to minors during controlled buys. Amir Alabani and Gerard Cabarari were both arrested, and more charges could follow. A woman faces DUI charges after deputies found her car partially off the road in Laurel County. According to officials with the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, 32-year-old Susan Boggs of Berea was arrested Sunday on Laurel Lake Road. The U.S. Forest Service called the Sheriff's Office for assistance after they spotted Boggs and believed she may be under the influence of alcohol. When the deputy arrived, he determined she was under the influence and she was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center.
All right, heat advisory is in effect until 8 o'clock Tuesday night for the majority of the WYMT coverage area. Details coming up.
And a job fair is coming to Eastern Kentucky. We'll have those details coming up next.